into New World. Oh, music is cool so far. I say, I'm putting both headphones in for this. Obviously, this is Amazon. So I had very, very high standards for this game because Amazon's a huge company. They have the budget to just pour into an MMO and make it really beautiful, have really good quality voice acting, have really good game mechanics as well. So my bar is set up here. It's so high you can't even see it. I have great expectations for this game and we'll see if they deliver. Oh, it let me on? Okay, I don't know if I'm on. I think what I might do is I'll make a character. We'll run around, we'll see what we think, go on a low pop place, and then if we end up really liking it, we will do our best to get into one of those high pop servers. These are all high, these are crazy. There are some of these which people have been talking about being streamer servers. So the absolutely enormous streamers who've been playing this game, they choose a server and then all of their thousands of viewers follow them. So it becomes a really high pop server as well. Is anyone playing? And if so, which server are you playing on? This is very pretty though. Look at this. I had no doubt that this game would be graphically stunning because obviously it's Amazon. They have the money to throw around to make it look absolutely beautiful. And visuals are very important when it comes to MMOs. Like, I always like to think that if a game has really good mechanics, it will be popular. But really, these days especially, it's the things with shiny graphics that always grab people's attention. Oh! I have to choose again. Okay. I don't know what that noise was that came out my mouth just then. I think it was just utter despair at having to look through the server list again. If you have friends playing in other Vanaheim Luft, sounds very German, you will not be able to play with them. Oh. I assumed that if we were in the same, like, world set, we'd be able to play with each other, but it seems like it's just singular servers. I understand. Woo! First cutscene. It is a very grim, dingy world from everything I've seen so far. Like, it's not a pretty, magical fantasy world. There are some parts that are beautiful, but there's a lot of suffering, a lot of conflict, which is always a good stage to set an MMO in. Give your players some conflict to root behind their favorites. A mysterious stranger. Wonder what he wants.
The stories you've heard, they don't tell the whole truth.
You sound like Captain Barbossa or Pirates of the Caribbean.
There's power and vast riches as well. But those who've gone before you have simply vanished, never heard from again. I saw the horror, the madness that overcame the crew. It was beyond any evil the world has ever known.
Fell magics, maybe.
How I survived, I do not know.
I think he does. What is that glow in his eyes? Very suspicious. Do not trust it.
The contents of this box are not of this world. They will guide you to that one, wherever and whatever that may be. Go then, Captain. Charge your course and your fate. I will say prayer for the souls of your crew.
And off we go on a voyage. So far, this is just reminding me of Pirates of the Caribbean. And Sea of Thieves, you know, a healthy mix of the two. Off we go. So what is in this box? Fell magics. So from what I can see, it's more of a historically inspired world. But there is magic. I don't know the lore of the rest of the world, but I'm thinking maybe there's not magic in the rest of the world, and on this island that we're going to, that's where all the magic comes from. Oh, we get to choose our character. Okay. That's a mighty fine beard you got there. Ahoy there. So I'm gonna be a woman, I think. Oh, I could be a bearded woman. Yay! My dream has come true. I'm a bearded woman, I can. I can work at the circus if I want to. Okay, so we've got some good facial options here. I'm getting distracted by the beard. 1 second. Is that no beard? I hope that's not like stubble. No, we're good. We're good. In a lot of games, it's like young face for the first 15 face options. And there's option 16, which is always, I'm a very grumpy old woman, and there's no in between. Like, it seems like you could be an older character, but still be, you know, a nice looking character in this game. I don't know if I can sort of customize things like the nose and the mouth and stuff separately. I think I just have to pick a preset and then we go from there. But that's similar to most MMOs. Usually you're just picking from presets. I think only Black Desert really gives you that level of customization where you can zoom in and almost Sims level change how every single nook and cranny of their face looks. Skin tone. I reflect the light. I am literally a white sheet of paper. Literally. I am so pale. So I think I would be the palest skin option. Our character doesn't have to be though. All good hair options. You know I'm going to be here for like 2 hours. This is just how MMO character creation goes. Oh, they do have magical girl hair. Okay. Taking a note out of Final Fantasy's book there. They've got proper kind of, this looks like some of the Fallout 76 hairstyles that you can have with the hair rolls going on. The blonde, I think it's the lighting in this cabin, but it looks kind of green to me. Character creation is really important. Like, we always joke about the fact of like, oh, I'm going to spend like 2 hours in character creation. But it's so important because in MMOs especially, you spend so many hours with these characters. You spend years of your life leveling these characters and completing achievements and going on adventures. So I always feel like it's a very important choice. And previously I've made characters and about 50 hours into the game been like, oh, I really hate my nose. So it's very important that you choose the right one. Facial hair. Oh, yes, dwarves. You will be so pleased to know that there is a whole plethora of facial hair options in this game. Dwarves rejoice. You can't be a dwarf in this game, I'm afraid. You have to be a filthy human, as far as I know. You can't even be an elf. Oh, I like the very bright blue. It's actually white as an eye color. Looks very bright blue, especially in this lighting. Features. Oh, so we can do freckles. We can do birthmarks, although they're not too visible with my current hairstyle. I might go for some freckles, although you don't seem to be able to sort of customize the colors of the freckles and stuff. So I'll leave those off for now.
Scars. Yar. I were bitten by a shark once. It took me leg. And it left a grisly scar on me face.
Oh god, what is that? Like 2 bite marks and a massive claw mark? Oh, eyebrow scar. Eyebrow scar is always fashionable. Like, through the eyebrow, Ellie from The Last of Us style.
Yeah, we're going for that.
Tattoos. I don't know where the tattoos are being placed. On my face? Is it, like, hidden under my hair somewhere? I'm not sure. I can have tattoos, though. I'll go with that. I'm good with no tattoos. What is your name for your character? Me, being original and highly creative, as always. If someone took my... Mother truckers!
All right, we need to have a discussion here, chat. Which one of you little shits is playing New World and has stolen my character name? I will be sending my assassins. They ride at dawn and they will find you and they will kill you.
I'm gonna have to be... Wait, can I be Dawnwhisper? No! Oh, it's hideous! It's hideous. I don't even want to look at it. Dawnwhispers? Who is she? Who is she? I'm going to find the person who took Dawnwhisper on this server and I will challenge them to a 1v1 duel. And if I win, I get to keep the name and they have to delete their character from the server. I'm not toxic at all. I'm a very wholesome player, New World. Please let me in. I'm very tempted by real Dawn. I'm going to go real Dawnwhisper. Right. There you go. And I will vow vengeance upon this usurper. You cannot change your name or appearance. I will change my name when Dawnwhisper is dead. When justice is dealt upon this realm of New World. Yes. Dawnwisp, yeah, good shout. It's too late. I'm real Dawnwhisper now. My character, her hairstyle kind of reminds me of Losa from Divinity Original Sin, but obviously blue hair instead of red hair. Identity theft is not a joke, I know. Shocking, I can't believe they've done this. The classic survival game start on the beach. Oh god, this game is very pretty, I've got to say. Draw your weapon. Block. Okay, so active combat. Kind of like Elder Scrolls Online in that you have to actively block. Dodge. And a held mouse click is a heavy. Okay. Are you dying, sir? Are you guys alright?
You, come closer. Your captain needs you. There's something wrong. I'm not feeling right.
Where's that box you had, my friend? What happened?
That devil storm. What in the nine hells was that about? And where is my box? I need my box. Did you take it? You build rat.
Hold up a second here and stop throwing around accusations. I don't have the box.
Something isn't right. To come so close. It's not fair. What's happening to me? I can't die. Not like this.
I think you'll find you can die. And quite gruesomely. Ah, goodbye. Oh, what is happening to him though? So I've got a shield and some basic rations. Let's put this on. And as far as I know, you always need food in this game. And if you run out of food, you can start starving. So it kind of has some survival game mechanics as well. Restores health. Okay, so nom on that. The UI is interesting at the moment. It's very different from your standard MMO UI. I think I'll probably get abilities later on, but at the moment it's very focused on the melee combat. Whee! I can jump. Okay, so it's teaching us how to play. I've played enough Dark Souls to know how to dodge. Okay. So ESO, which is the main MMO that I play, also has this kind of combat where you right click to block, and then you've got the left click, and then if you hold, you get a heavy attack. So it's really reminding me of that at the moment. And I like that. I wish more MMOs did active combat because it's really fun. Kind of feels more like you're playing a single player game instead of just tab targeting and spamming a load of buttons. Ooh! Escape the ship graveyard, so I'm going over here. Whoa. Okay, so I have stamina as well. Does it take stamina to block? Oh. Ouch. Space and W to... Okay, so I can climb. Is there targeting? Not that I can see so far. Obviously, we get the overhead display, but I don't see a way to actually target them. I think it's a proximity thing. Whoa. Okay, so these look like the weapon mastery trees. So we're starting off with sword and board, which is always a good choice in most things that include melee combat. Get some defense, but also I can deal some damage. Okay, it's looking like there might be some combos, because we've got something called Light Ender, which deals bonus damage, so if you combo a heavy and a light. And I've got an ability to choose, defense or attack. Whirling Blade, deal 145% damage to all foes within 2 meters. Or rush forwards and do a shield bash, knocking foes and dealing 125% weapon damage. I'm gonna go for a Whirling Blade. That sounds like much more fun. Commit my points. Woo! Everything's so... Woo! The UI is reminding me of For Honor for some reason. I think just the style of the UI is reminding me of that. Okay. And we must get to the high ground. Equals lets you sprint automatically. No hands! I like a nice auto run button. That's good. Hi, Ranger! Thank you! We do have a bit of a sponsored segment today. I was lucky enough to get it on my bounty board, so I got a key for the game. I was hoping to try it out in the betas, but I never got around to getting a beta key. And I just had to know what the hype was about. Oh, you're showing off, Amazon. Oh, you're showing off. It is stunning visually so far. I am surprised by the amount of green, because during all of the trailers, everything was quite dark and dreary, and it was all greys and blacks and deep blues, and everything was very grim. So it's nice to see some foliage and stuff. Did I just damage myself? Am I supposed to descend into the smoke? That doesn't sound like a good idea. Oh, what is going on? Where is it? It's like flesh. This reminds me so much of Baldur's Gate 3. So there's a kind of corruption in Baldur's Gate 3 too. And it looks a lot like this, like piles of tendrils snaking over each other, flesh manifesting itself. Oh, hello there. Hi. Okay.
No, you would have been better off.
Now
dying
this is
at
feeling
sea.
like Dark Souls. Okay. Heavy. Oh, I blocked. He's tough. Block. There we go. I still took the damage though. So I think we have met our baddie, or at least the force behind the baddies in this game. There's something corrupting people. I don't know how it chooses who it corrupts. Maybe it takes over dead people. But it's not looking good. Oh, some flint. Very much reminds me of a survival game when you wake up on a beach and you start picking up rocks and wood and putting them all together and crafting some things. Okay. Oh, civilization. I forget how I sprint. Is there a sprint? Or am I constantly sprinting? Hello. Survivors. Oh my gosh, a lot of people here. All similar nub scrubs. Nora Lynch.
Drowned rat sailor we have here, don't we?
Excuse me. My hair is on point. Still better off than the rest of your crew, I wager. I think half of that voice line got lost there. Who are you?
Name's Lynch. I'm down here from the First Light settlement.
How are you now?
Wanted to assess the impact of that storm that wrecked your ship.
I'm the real Dawnwhisper. There may have been another player who passed through here by the name Dawnwhisper, but I assure you they're nothing but a filthy imposter. I am the real Dawnwhisper.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, even under such ugly circumstances.
Ugly indeed. I can't believe someone stole my fucking name. I know. Well, she's going to give me some boots, and I don't currently have any boots. Chat was saying they were concerned for me walking through that corruption with my twiddly toes out, so finally I can cover them up. Complete that quest.
Wherever you come from, it's lost here. This is your home now.
I see.
Aeternum. An isle of treacherous shores and lost memory. Nothing as it was in the old world.
What makes Aeternum so special?
Death itself is a different creature here, and a finicky one. You've come back to life unscathed, but your crewmates and those from other ships weren't so lucky.
Why me, though?
They'll be wandering the beach as the soulless drowned now. Right thing is to try and put them back to rest.
Aye, aye.
It's better if you do it.
Okay. Go murder some of your former comrades. I shall do this. The UI is a lot. I'm just gonna move where we have our little bar up here so that if anyone's also getting a first look at New World, it's not interrupted by our elements and things. But up here you have a compass. Interesting. So it does remind me of the Elder Scrolls Online compass. So obviously it's showing directional stuff. It's showing quest objectives on the compass as well. And in terms of how they guide you around, there's just a great big 1. So quest number 1 is over this way. Interesting. So it seems like I have my Q ability, which is a special ability I can use to do more damage. But there's not like a whole bar of abilities. Especially as a new player, normally you unlock them slowly in MMOs, and it just looks like I have 3. And then depending on my build, I can switch out and choose different ones. Whoa! Terrified me. Oh my god. I've arrived at my destination. Very big pop-up. And now I need to murder some people. Ow. I'm not sure how I feel about the combat so far. Like, it's slow, but I think that's just because I'm not leveled up. Like, maybe I swing faster or I can block more quickly when I'm leveled up, but it's a little bit awkward. I'm just like trying to sense when the blows are gonna fall, and I can't quite. Like, I feel like I did it in time with the block that time, but it just came up later. Ah, there is a lot of Deutsch going on in chat. Hallo, ich bin Dawnwhisper. Willkommen an dem Server. Ich habe Hilfe hören. My German's terrible. But there seems to be a lot of German players here as well. EU/German. I'm sorry, anyone who's actually German. No hable, that's Spanish. Guten Tag, je voudrais un croissant, pour favor. That's how you speak the other languages. I know all of them, obviously. Been alive 21,005 years. I've mastered them all. Didn't you get boots? Oh, yeah! I completely forgot to put my boots on. I've been getting sand between my toes this whole time. Okay, put the boots in the boot slot. Yes.
I know it wasn't a pleasant task, but it was the right thing. Helps protect the First Light settlement too. The drowned sometimes wander quite a way.
Oh, I'm gonna get some pants, finally. Finally, some underwear.
Where are my manners? You're probably cold, exhausted, and half-starved after what you've been through.
I'll be all right.
Don't go playing tough now. You need to learn how to survive out here. Gather some flint and wood and make yourself a skinning knife at the fire.
All right. So there is quite a heavy emphasis on crafting in this game, which I like because it reminds me of the old school MMOs and going around gathering materials and making stuff that you actually use. Crafting in a lot of games now, it's just for starter materials and you don't actually end up wearing the gear endgame or anything. Oh my god, all the menus are so loud and terrifying. Okay, so we need to make a skinning knife. Did you say skinning knife? Oh my god. Okay, so I need to gather some green wood from a nearby bush. What is this here? 17 drowned today. Minor damage to my armor. We'll need to repair after this report. Spotting more of them grouping together may indicate a change in their tactics. More today than yesterday, but same routine. No more journal pages. I need a bush. Does this count as a bush? Do I just start whacking it? Oh, no whacking required. I just have to touch the bush. Hello. Oh, sausage. Hey, free sausage. I leveled up committing animal abuse. Yay.
Flint and wood.
Flint and wood. I have these things.
Then bring them back here and use my campsite.
A skinning knife.
Flint skinning knife.
Ah, here we go. A makeshift but functional skinning knife used to field dress most animals. Oh, I've never heard the term field dressing. That's a very hunting-like term. Okay. Craft that. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Woo! Oh my god! I think I've got one. Yes. Oh, the menus are so boomy. It's like in Final Fantasy when I played that for the first time. Every time you enter a world event, which is a fate, it comes up going da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, and then the fate goes across the screen. You get big letters saying fate joined, and it scared me so much.
There you go.
There you go.
An eye for this, it seems.
Thank you, thank
Now it's time to
you.
make yourself a little feast.
Hmm.
Why? Stores around here.
Precious biddies.
But they make for a fine meal. Hunt one down, butcher it up, and cook yourself some rations.
So we're learning cooking now, early on in the game, which is unusual because I think most MMOs, crafting is something you do at endgame. Whether it's cooking or skinning or gathering materials, people focus on leveling up first, and then when you get to max level, then they start introducing how to craft. So it's interesting that they're doing it alongside the leveling process. It must be very important to surviving in this world.
mouth is watering just thinking about those steaks. Beats having hardtack any day of the week.
So I already murdered a boar. Can I help murder this one? This is where we find out if loot is shared. I do need to equip my knife in order for this to work. Okay, so I stick that on there. Can we share the skinning of the black bull? Or will he get everything? Ah, okay. So it looks like we're hunting the same quarry and we share the same rewards. So technically someone could steal whatever you're skinning. Makes for some good player conflict. So I got this, and then I get, okay, the hide and the pork. And then I can do something with it over here. Light ration. Made from pork. I do like how detailed all of the game art is as well, even for icons and stuff. It's very realistic looking. I will craft this. Oh! I did it! Shall I search on with Nora? Does she deserve it? Wouldn't the meat decay if left untouched on the field for too long? I'm curious about stuff like that, Win. I'm not sure. It is hoping to be a bit more realistic, so I wonder if that is a thing. That the body might, like, disappear, I guess, like most MMOs, but maybe they just say, oh, the body decomposed, and that's why it's not there anymore. I don't know if the rations in your bags have a time limit on them for how long you can use them. Some games they do. I don't know if in an MMO, though, that would get annoying. It's a tricky balance when you're trying to do survival in an MMO, because a lot of people just won't be interested in the survival aspect, and it'll just become an annoyance having to eat food constantly and keep yourself fed. I think this game does feed into that slightly, so you always have to keep food on, and you always have to have rations, but I don't know how hard it goes on the survival. We will see.
You'll be wanting to visit the First Light settlement yourself soon enough. But there's more work to be done here first, after that storm.
Why is the storm such a problem?
That storm was corruption. Pure evil. Takes out any ship approaching, and any tries to leave. But this one today was the worst I've seen.
What are we looking for?
It's tradition in First Light to keep record of all the shipwrecks on this shore. A memorial of sorts. Going out, look for any legacy items you can scrounge. If there's any corruption lingering, steer clear of it.
All right. Search the shipwrecks for records and remnants. I'm guessing we're going to find that mysterious little blue box in there as well. But yes, the main thing I've heard about this game so far are the queues. But we tried to log in at, it would have been like 6:30, which is peak time. We went to a low population server and it loaded in instantly. So I think mostly the people having trouble with the queues, they're going to the really high pop servers, or they're going to what have been dubbed the streamer servers, where some of the big streamers are. Obviously, there's an atmosphere on those servers, and it's nice to be around lots of people who are also very hyped and doing stuff on a high pop server. So if I was playing a lot, I probably would go on one of those, but I just want to see what the game itself is like today. A drowned sailor. Oh god, I'm so bad at blocking. Ah, I was faced the wrong way. Don't mind me. So it should be somewhere around here. I have yet to see how the open world sharing works. Some games you'll share XP with players as long as you go and attack the same target as them. Some games, as soon as you tag the target, it's your XP, and anyone else who comes doesn't get anything. So far, like, we can attack the same targets, but it looks like the loot is only for the person who attacked. Upgrade available. A territory standing point. What? Oh, ha! Oh, ha! Ah! Oh god, something's attacking me. So, let's see. Oh, okay. So whilst we're in this area, we can choose a passive boost for ourselves. I'm gonna go for XP gain, I think. Yay, I'm a new player. I want to level up. Do I keep running past the point I'm supposed to? Oh, it's here. Captain's log, day 1. Today we set sail for what may be a legend. The legend of Aeternum. Spoken about in whispers, has long fascinated me. The crew knows what they're getting into in this expedition. And that... Don't attack me! No! My immersion! Please go away! I'm very immersed, thank you! The crew knows what they're getting into with this expedition. And that is that we may never find the island at all. We have enough provisions to last us several months at sea, which will allow our search to go unfettered. Skies are clear today, and morale is good. Little did they know. UI-wise, though, this game is... I mean, it's more full-on than Elder Scrolls Online. So you've got XP bar up constantly, health bars to be expected, and then you've got the kind of compass thing at the top. So there's quite a lot going on. Plus these very big weapon bars at the side, which is interesting because it takes up a lot of screen real estate. And it feels like a weird design choice, but I'll see how it works later on because I've only got one weapon so far.
This is the first time I've been down to this beach in quite a while. Funny enough, not much has changed. More shipwrecks.
So how long has she been here, I wonder?
That's about it.
I'm supposed to go search for shipwrecks. Search them again. I already searched them for records. Is there another one? Oh, there's another one. Whoa! Do you have food and water queued? The game hasn't really taught us about queuing stuff now. But I'm guessing I just chug it. That's all I have on me right now. It seems to have a regen effect as well. The queuing food, that's interesting. That's a kind of survival mechanic. I've not seen an MMO before. It's a different slot. Ooh. Ooh, I got some stuff in this case as well. Ooh. Ooh, I can wear a dress now. Can I pop that on? Ooh, I look fabulous. Don't know if it's very practical for axing skeletons in the face. It's giving me the option of a war hammer now as well. It's probably going to be a two-handed. Life staff. A musket. Oh, I can't put two weapons on at the moment. Curious about ranged combat though. Kind of want to see what this is like. Ah, I have no ammo for my musket. Ammo is a thing. I'm guessing with the amount of crafting going on, I am guessing that you'll probably have to craft ammo for your weapon. It's not just going to give it to you in unlimited supply. Okay, interesting.
These'll do perfect. You've done a good turn for the memory of those ships. And for First Light. I wish we could just head back to the settlement now, but we can't turn a blind eye to the truth.
I guess not. Thank you for the bow. Are you going to teach me how to hook up a second weapon? Yes, you are. Thank you.
Corruption incarnate, I tell you.
The corruption's still around?
Yes, and corruption's the real threat to watch for. Any trace is a scourge to the settlement. I fear some remnant may be lingering in Tide Swallow Cave.
You want me to check it out?
I hate to ask a newcomer, but you handle yourself well enough.
I do.
Go take a look then. Be warned though, corruption can be right dangerous.
I accept your quest. I accept your quest, I do. Might I suggest the hatchet for a new experience? Hacking people to death sounds like my style. I also have my second weapon. Interesting. So I can have both on at the same time. I've got me hatchet. I wonder if I can craft arrows here already. It must just be like wood and flint for arrows. That would make sense. Mining pick. Ammunition. Flint arrow. Oh, I need some feathers as well. It is realistic. Good. So many games, an arrow is just wood. Stone. And how does the arrow fly? We don't question. No aerodynamics needed. You can eventually throw an axe. Oh, I like the Viking style throwing axes. Definitely want to learn how to do that. Oh no, he's got grenades! Ah! Hatchet upgrade. Oh, okay. So D&D-like stats that we can upgrade. Obviously, strength means it'll do more damage. Dexterity, maybe it swings faster? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so kind of like D&D. Dexterity is the attribute for more skill-based weapons. Something is exploding exploding over there. Don't mind me. So rapiers, spears, muskets that require a bit more skill, whereas strength is your brawn-based weapons, just pure strength. You need to hold it and hoist it. Intelligence is for staves and some types of musket apparently as well. So any fancy guns. Life staff, which I'm gathering is the healing in this game, and constitution is the primary stat for health, which makes sense to me as a D&D player and a fan of RPGs. I think I just want to smash things. I think I'm just gonna go. Whoa. Oh my god, I have so many skill points. Little bit dexterous, a little bit strong, a little bit of constitution. Everything's trying to kill me here, so I should probably move. Don't kill me! I have so much to live for. I've only got some rations. I've got some really rubbish rations on me. Restored a bit of my health. It's working. Hack it. Go on. Go on. Okay, so weapon mastery as well. You can go deeper into each weapon tree. Ice Gauntlet. Consumes mana to summon the freezing powers of ice spells. Ooh. So it looks like in this game, people maybe don't inherently have magic, but there's kind of magitech going on that can channel certain powers. We'll see more in the lore later on though. Oh, this guy's getting wrecked. There's so many people here. I have defeated the corrupted chaplain, but I think he died too fast for it to count. Well, I'll just have to wait for him to respawn. There we go! And back to Nora again. Let's get out of this accursed place.
My hunch was right, wasn't it? There was corruption in that cave. You're brave to have dealt with it.
Yes, it was horrible. Thank you for sending me to my death.
First Light cannot afford to ignore this threat anymore. If corruption gets a foothold on the beach, it'll be at the settlement walls in a matter of days.
The settlement should be warned, and that'll be the perfect chance for me to go and experience a bigger city in the game.
You're right, of course.
I am right.
Folks at the settlement
Thank
should
you.
start making preparations. This could get right ugly. The constable should hear about this straight away.
Should I take the message?
Yes. You've done as much as I could ask down here. Give Constable Oakes this message and then take a well-deserved rest. You've earned it.
Thank you. It's interesting because it's really gone for realism over anything. A lot of the MMOs I play, they go partially realistic and then they slightly stylize it so that they can add a bit more flair. I feel like I do prefer that in terms of art style when they kind of put their own stamp on it. And it's slightly more cartoony, but also ends up looking a lot prettier. Because when you try and do foliage that's this realistic, it works for some people and not for others, so you can get varying results from the game. And also, I don't know. I don't know if I like the effect altogether. It is pretty, but yeah. It seems like games like this age more quickly because they try to go full realism. ESO, I feel like, is on that nice line between stylized and realistic. It does look quite realistic and the foliage is very detailed, but the characters have a bit of cartooniness to them in a way that adds a bit of fun flair. But this is going full on, quite realistic. And that's the MMO it's trying to be. It's a bit grittier, it's a bit more realistic, and it's the kind of vibe that they're going for. I've got to say though, an MMO with no mounts is going to be quite painful. I don't know what their teleportation is like, or if they even have any teleportation, because they're going more kind of realistic survival. They might just be like, walk everywhere, you peasant. Walk everywhere, and if you die, it's your own fault, kind of thing. They have teleportation, okay, good. I think I'm very used to being able to zip between places, both in Guild Wars 2 and Elder Scrolls Online. You have waypoints you can zip between, player houses you can zip between as well. Ooh, the First Light Hamlet. Oh, the way they've done buildings is gorgeous, though. And this feels very Pirates of the Caribbean. Talk to Sylvie Oakes. I'm guessing she's in the very obvious main square somewhere. Ooh. Lots of journal pages. Hello, Sylvie.
It's always a treat to see a new face.
Oh.
Whether you are new to Aeternum or simply from another settlement, you are welcome to First Light.
I have a message from Watcher Lynch.
Oh dear. Then the storm we saw out there was as bad as it seemed. The shattered mountain has erupted as well. Lynch said this day would come. It seems she was right.
Does indeed.
It's funny to recall. There was even a crazy old man warning us about corruption years ago. Reveries aside, we'll need to think carefully about how to proceed.
Crazy old man, eh? Who's to say he wasn't a very powerful magical seer who you just ignored because you were prejudiced, hmm? I'm sure he ends up being the Gandalf of this storyline. Like, yes, I will teach you the ways, young one. Probably. What about this crazy old man?
Oh, it was decades ago. He was stark raving mad, but kind of sweet at the same time.
Okay.
I heard a rumor he was wandering around Monarch's Bluffs these days. He's probably become lost by now.
All right, anything else?
I'll begin formulating a strategy. We shouldn't rush into anything. I take it you are to whom Watcher Lynch referred in her message.
I take it you were the real Dawnwhisper. We had an imposter come through here a couple of weeks ago, but you're the real deal. I am. Yes, that's me.
Then the settlement is already in your debt.
Thank you.
If you will, please inform Magistrate Bond of this news, and then visit the inn. We all need our rest, don't we?
Oh, I like the vibe of this inn. Oh, it feels so cozy. This is giving me Witcher feelings as well. Feels very Witcher. A nice roaring open hearth and tapestries and the brightly painted walls and the Tudor kind of style. Oh, I like that.
You'll have to forgive me. A bit busy just now.
All
First
right.
Storm, then shattered mountain, and I'm getting no direction or help whatsoever.
Well, the constable asked me to share this message with you.
Oak sent you. Better late than never, I guess. Let's see. Don't suppose she gave you any further instruction, did she? Typical. She probably needs to consider her plan.
I say. Oh, now I got the fancy hat. I was
I'll do
so excited
everything I
about the
can
hat.
to ensure First Light is prepared if this situation deteriorates. Let's just hope it's enough.
I'll help if I can.
Good. The constable doesn't realize the urgency here, but I do. We must get to work straight away. You're the one. Sounds like you're capable enough.
The constable said I should visit the inn first.
Of course she did.
Yes.
Very well. I suppose that makes sense. Check in with Innkeep Fairfax and get a room. Go quickly, though. There's no time to waste.
Yeah, I really want to get to the sandboxy part of the game. That's what I really want to experience, because so far it's very typical MMO. Get quest, hand question, get XP, level up. And I want to see what makes New World different. I want to get to that point and give it enough of a chance to actually see what's good about this game and what so many people have been enjoying. Where's the rest that you so well deserve? Somewhere over here, apparently. Oh, this is the inn. Well, this isn't as cozy as the other inn. This is a discount place. The fire is even smaller. I want to stay in the premium inn. All right, then.
Welcome to the everlasting talk.
Hello.
We are always burning for you.
Oh, I
You
say.
here to check in? Be my guest. Literally.
Is that a Beauty and the Beast reference? They make a French innkeeper and say, be our guest, put our service to the test. Amazon is up to something. There's some puns going on here. I would like to check in. Okay, so if I die, I will come back to the inn. That's fairly standard. Okay. I wonder if I actually have an inn room. It'd be cool if you actually had an inn room and like your own separate space you could go to. All right, Gladys.
There you are. I was worried I might have run you off. I'm sorry if I seem overly hasty. It's just that this really is an emergency.
It's okay, I understand.
See? You get it. Why doesn't Constable Oaks?
Why don't you ask
I do
her?
hope you'll stick around. I would never consider living anywhere other than First Light. This was once the greatest territory in all Aeternum, you know.
Well, what happened to it? It looks a bit run down.
It's a long story, but indeed, once our markets were packed solid, you should visit the trading post yourself to see the current state of things. Check out the storage space available to you as well.
Thank you kindly. Oh, I get a storage shed already. They're really emphasizing the crafting from very early on, which is unusual for an MMO. I'm guessing this must be trading.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cart. Okay. So there is an auction house. Centralized auction house, I'm guessing, for the entire server. Or it might just be... just say First Light, which is where we are. So maybe it's not entire server. Maybe it's just First Light traders. ESO has something similar where you have traders and there is a sort of auction house thing, but it's only at that trader, and guilds can buy traders and they can trade things, but only at that specific trader in that city or that village. So maybe that's what they're going for here. I've got to say that is one of my least favorite things about ESO, unfortunately. I think it's a really cool idea, theme-wise. I think it's a cool idea, but it doesn't really work in practice. You need to be able to go to an auction house and sell something and get a good price for it, and that is part of what makes trading fun. Unless you have a whole trading system built up behind it and some really cool economy stuff going on where people are constantly trading between traders, it just doesn't work very well. I prefer having a centralized one, but I'm wondering how this is going to work in this game. Interesting. Storage shed. Oh, okay. So I can stick stuff in here. I seem to have a lot of bag slots in general, but obviously if you're doing a lot of gathering, got 200 bag slots, so... Oh, an encumbrance is a thing. Okay, interesting. Interesting. When you're carrying too much, you cannot dodge, run, or sprint, so that stops people being greedy.
As you see, it may have lost its luster, but we have everything one could need in First Light.
Indeed.
With decisive action, we can make this territory stronger than ever. I will continue to do what I can here, but ultimately, it's up to Constable Oakes to rally the settlement.
I see. Well, maybe she's got a plan now.
I should certainly hope so. Sylvia's had enough time to develop her strategy. Please go and inquire as to her intentions. If she still has nothing to say, feel free to hover about until she does.
Because it's a PvP game and the factions can capture different territories, each town has its own trading post, storage, and even taxes. Ooh, I do like a nice PvP map. Obviously, that's going to be affected by how big your server is and how many people of the different factions there are. If there's one faction that's more popular than the other, balancing can get a bit tricky. I wonder how they deal with that, but I'm curious to see how that works.
Ah, it's
Hello,
nice
Sylvia.
to see you again. I hope you're enjoying your time in First Light, despite all these fears about the corruption.
Do you have a plan?
Magistrate Bond is getting
Saying you
impatient,
probably have a
isn't
plan.
she? Always driven to action. It's one of her strengths. But sometimes we need to think first.
Am I going to go and mine some resources for you to shore up our defenses? I'm guessing that's what you're going to ask me to do. Usually how it goes.
One truth that never changes is that the First Light settlement always needs supplies. That's the spirit. Even under dire circumstances, slow and steady is the course. I would welcome your help. Gather wood, stone,
Wood and
rawhide.
stone. So we're going to go punch some bushes for a bit. And this is what I see a lot of streamers doing who have tried it. Every stream I go into, I was saying earlier, it's just people whacking bushes. And I'm like, is this what the new world gameplay is? Literally, I've seen no one doing anything else. There's so much gathering involved. So it's a feature. Gathering is very important. The hell? Do these all belong to different players? Are they setting like a home base out in the world? This is a very popular spot, I see. A very popular camping ground. But I'm guessing if you're out in the wilds, you set yourself a campfire, it becomes your save point, and then you don't port back to the city every time. Maybe. Don't know how this whole place hasn't been destroyed by noobs like me. How is the forest still standing? Oh! Down it comes. Oh, no, it never came down. Oh, that's so unsatisfying. The tree just kind of slides and then hangs in midair. Yes, an MMO that doesn't have a monthly fee is a very welcome thing. Most of the games I play, it is buy once, play forever. Elder Scrolls Online, buy once, play forever. They do have ESO Plus, which is an optional subscription where you get extra goodies and extra loot, but you don't need to have it. And then Guild Wars 2, you literally buy once, play forever. Like, I have never had to spend any more real money on Guild Wars 2. I bought it for £40 with the expansion, Never had to spend another penny on it. So those are the kinds of games I prefer. I am playing Final Fantasy at the moment, and to be honest, why it took me so long to get into Final Fantasy is because it's a paid subscription model, and I'm done with that. Since my World of Warcraft days, I am done with that. I don't want to pay monthly. It just puts so much pressure on having to keep active with the game as well. And if you're not playing, you feel like you're wasting your money. So it doesn't really allow you to naturally take a break when you feel like you want to. It kind of forces burnout, to be honest, I feel, because it makes people play constantly. So not so much a fan of that in Final Fantasy. I am enjoying Final Fantasy, but I still am not happy with that model. It all depends what you prefer as a player, though. Some people actually prefer the sub model because they can subscribe for a certain amount of time and then that's it, and they can choose how they want to spend their money. And also, there is the thing that if you buy a game that you just pay for and then you have it, there tend to be more cosmetic options in game. There tend to be more ways for you to spend your money by design because they need to make that money. So it's a bit of a flip up, although Final Fantasy is pay to play. And it also has a lot of cosmetics that you can buy with real money. So I feel like if that was supposed to be the advantage of being a subscription game, still a lot of paid stuff in the game too. I prefer to just buy the game and have the game. But obviously, I understand from a developer point of view, that doesn't really work because you have the initial purchase and then someone can play your game for 3 years and you don't get another penny and you've got £40 off that person who is then going to be playing this game forever, and you've got to upkeep the servers and continue development and release new shiny things to keep people interested. So I get that that doesn't work from a development side, and you do have to have some shiny things to tempt people in. Diary of a Cat Lover. 'Twere the strangest thing I ever saw, even in this land of strangeness. Emmy and Abby, our ship cats, are the sweetest, most even-keeled creatures I ever knew. They stuck with me through storms, mutinies, and even shipwrecks. We all three reached Aeternum, clinging to the same piece of flotsam. They're my lucky cats, and I thought our bond was unbreakable. Oh my god, a story twist. But the very instant we touched this shore on the island, their faces twisted up with hate. Clawed my face into a bloody mess, they did. Emmy damn near took my eye. Then they ran up the beach and was gone. Something about this place put the devil into them. Happens to all animals here, I'm told. They forget their trainings and their masters, and then they go feral. Whatever state took Emmy and Abby, I hope they found somewhere dry and warm to sleep. That was the book you were talking about, chat. We're talking about pets and mounts in this world and whether that's going to be a thing. And someone mentioned that a lore book says that animals aren't tameable and something strange happens to them here. I wonder though, if mounts do become a thing later, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of magical item that we get to counteract the effect of the island on them so that we can ride them. Okay, what do I need to craft? Timber. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better chop. Is that... Oh, I need to make 10. Okay. 10. So 9 more. Guessing I'll make 10. Just to have one more. A spare. Aha! Okay, stone blocks. Do I need 10 of those? Let me guess. There we go. 10 of those. The crafting is quite satisfying. They do well at having shiny things come up. Oh! I just realised. I like Billie Eilish. That's what my character looks like. I thought the face was strangely familiar. And the hairstyle as well. I was like... This reminds me of something. And to start with, I thought it was Loza from Divinity Original Sin 2. And now I'm realizing she's Billie Eilish with the really light eyes and the crazy colored hair. Ah, here we go. I walked straight past it before. So apparently I only need 4 of these. I'm gonna make 5 because I feel like it. Yeah, she's blonde right now. So this is old Billie Eilish. She had the green hair before. All right, back to Sylvia. She's going to tell us to do some other kind of fetch quest. I'm not enthused by the questing so far, but I think it accomplishes what it's trying to do. It's trying to teach us how the crafting works. It's trying to show us how important crafting stuff is to the game in general. It's just not particularly riveting. I'm not like at the edge of my seat on some magical story journey.
From the first moment, I knew you'd prove to be an excellent
Thank
addition
you.
to our community. Trust is the foundation for everything we do here.
Ooh, an armor case. Yes,
Anytime
please.
you fancy, visit me, or the town board outside, and take any task that suits you. In the meantime, There's more you can do with these refined materials.
Just point me in the right direction.
Of course. In addition to your other fine attributes, you seem to be good with your hands.
I am.
We could use more of that. Take these materials to Ji Hoon Kim, our resident artificer. He'll show you what to do. Did you talk to Artificer Kim? He usually spends his time near the wood shop to the south.
So in Marauder, who is the best faction? Just to create some arguments in chat, who is the best? And why? This guy!
It is very nice to meet you.
Hello.
If Sylvia believes you are good people, then that is good enough for me.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
It's my belief that everyone in First Light should know their way around the Forge.
Well, that makes sense.
I've always thought so. And if rumors about a surge in corruption are to be believed, the settlement will need to increase its weapon stores. If you want to contribute to our defenses, this is one way you can do so.
Do I go and murder 10,000 boar?
Then I shall teach you how to
Okay.
forge a simple blade.
Okay.
Take this satchel of ore, open it, and smelt the ore into ingots. Then take up the hammer and make yourself a sword.
Okay. Retrieve the iron ore from the heavy satchel in your inventory and make yourself a sword. No one else is going to make it for you.
This is New World. You make it yourself. Lazy bastards.
Okay. Cloth gloves, iron ore, 90 of them. Craft 9 iron ingots at the smelter, which is over here. Probably should make more though. Do 15. Yellow are the religious zealots, green are the pirates, and syndicate are the smart ones. Oh, as an elf with a natural advantage to intellect, I think I will go with purple. The intellectuals and me will get on. Iron longsword. Wood longsword, no thanks. I'll craft this one. So I'm guessing once you have better materials, you can maybe upgrade the quality of it by using better materials. Add Azoth, so maybe an enchantment kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, no, this is the enchantment. Add a special resource to it. Adds a bonus buff on top. I wonder what the Azoth is for then. Increase a tooltip. What is this? Increases chances for attributes, perks, and gem slots. Oh. Ooh. Okay, I did it. I did it, Kim. Are you proud of me?
Well, what
I'm a
have
master
we here?
craftsman.
A fine blade indeed. I see the makings of an artisan in this already. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Probably looks like shit, but I appreciate you being so kind.
I did not notice it when you first approached, but just now I saw it quite clearly. You have a potent aura, my friend. The course of your destiny will affect that of many others.
Well, I hope that's a good thing.
I do too. You know who you should speak with. Albert Riches, our resident survivalist, but so much more than that. Yes, you should go introduce yourself.
I will. And I think Albert is going to teach me about skinning and making things from animals and how to eat food and survive. It's really interesting, the new player path they're taking people on. Like, quite often when you start an MMO, they put all the shiny stuff first. They're like, oh, look at these amazing cutscenes we've got, and then we're going to take you through this main story, and something dramatic is going to happen, and they kind of pull people in that way. But here, they're really, really emphasizing the crafting. Like, they really want to put first and foremost how there's a bit of survival in this game, and you have to craft your own stuff to survive. And I want to see how far that goes. I think I'm going to leave it there for now, but intrigued by New World. I wouldn't say I'm hooked just yet. I wouldn't say it particularly appeals to me at the moment, because it's a different kind of MMO to what I'm used to. But I want to give it a fair chance, and I want to get to the point where we start doing some of the group content and start doing the higher level crafting and see what's going on with those systems. But yes, what did we think? People in chat who this was your first look at New World. I realise this is just the very introductory quest, so there's a lot more to see as well. But until then, as always, kindest regards from your Elven Queen.